Magic Tree House, book for pirates, past noon. Chapter 8. Dick's Dogs Dicks. Pinky and Stinky tied their ropes around the big rock. The wind howled. The two pirates pulled and pulled and pulled. They need help, said Jack. Oh, let the dogs do the work, growled Captain Bones. You're not very nice to them, said Annie. Who cares? Roared Captain Bones. Captain, we got it, shouted Pinky. They started pulling the rock across the sand. Now let's dig where the rock was, said Jack. All of us. But Captain Bones ignored his suggestions. Dig, you dogs, he shouted. Pinky and Stinky started to dig. The wind blew even harder. There was going to be the thunderstorm. Oh, I got sand in my eyes, Pinky whined. Oh, my back hurts, Stinky cried. Dig, shouted Captain Bones. He held Jack and Annie with one hand. With the other, he pulled out a gold medallion. He tossed it at the two pirates. It fell into the hole. Dig for more of these, you swine, he said. Squawk. Look, said Annie said. Polly was back. She was cycling above them. Go back, she squawked. Stinky and Pinky up at the pirate. They scolded. Dig, shouted Captain Bones. A big storm is coming, Captain, said Pinky. Go back, said Polly. The birds and omen. Captain, shouted Stinky. Dig, you dogs, cried Captain Bones. Go back, squawked Polly. The birds warning us, shouted Pinky. We've got to get onto the ship before it's too late. The two pirates threw down their shovels. They started running toward the rowboat. Mutineers, come back, shouted Captain Bones. He dragged Jack and Annie down the beach as he ran after his men. Stop! But the pirates kept running. They got to the rowboat and pushed it into the sea. Wait! Cried Captain Bones. Pinky and Stinky jumped into the boat. They started rowing. Wait! Captain Bones let go of Jack and Annie. He ran into the water. Wait, you dogs! He halted himself into the rowboat. Then the three pirates disappeared into the spray of the waves. Go back, squawked Polly. She means us, said Annie. Just then the storm broke over the island. The wind howled, rain fell in buckets. Let's go, cried Annie. Wait, I have to get the gold medallion, shouted Jack. He ran to the hole dug by the pirates. He looked down in it. Even the dreary light, the medallion was shining. Big fat raindrops were falling into the hole, washing all away the sand. Jack saw a patch of wood. Then he ran, cleared away more sand. And Jack saw the top of an old trunk. He stared. It was Captain Kidd's treasures. Just hurry, Jack, cried Annie. She was halfway up to the treehouse later. I find, cried Jack. I found the treasure chest. Forget the treasure chest, said Annie. We have to go now. The storm's getting worse. Jack kept staring at the chest. Was the gold inside? Silver, precious gems. Come on. No. Now Annie was shouting from the treehouse window, but Jack couldn't tear himself away. He stared into her wise eyes. He thought he knew her from somewhere else. Go back, Jack, she said. Some sounded like a person. Okay, It was definitely time to go. Jack took one last look at the treasure chest. He clutched the gold medallion. Then he took off, running toward the tree house. His socks and rain boots were still there. He quickly pulled the boots on. He shoved the socks into the backpack. The rope ladder was dancing wildly in the wind. He grabbed it. The ladder swayed as Jack climbed. He was tossed this way and that, but he held on tight. At last he pulled himself on into the tree house. "Let's go!" he cried. Annie was already holding the Pennsylvania book. She pointed to the picture of Rock Creek. "I wish we could go there," she shouted. The wind was already blowing hard, but now it blew even harder. The treehouse started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still, absolutely still.